Welcome back, my friends. I got a little communique from Russia's defense minister who reported that practically all the Kiev regime's air force is destroyed. Obviously, that's according to the Russian minister. And he says here that they know for the fact, this is what the Russians say, for the fact that the Ukrainian warplanes fly over to other countries, like he mentions Romania, in neighboring countries, and he warns that if these countries, in this case Romania, hosts the military, the leftover of whatever the Ukrainian military air force airplanes and so on, and use these countries, and these countries harbor Ukrainian combat aviation, then the Russians will, let me use the exact words, will use, if these airplanes will be used against Russia, then the Russian armed forces may be evaluated, and those countries engaging in a military conflict will, I don't say we'll pay a price or anything like that, but it's just that he claims we are aware the Ukrainian Air Force is trying to fly to the neighboring countries because it's destroyed in Ukraine, and that we are aware that neighboring countries, in this case Romania, he mentions only Romania, allows these airplanes to go and land in Romania. And he said that if those airplanes will be used, that those airfields in, let's say, Romania will be used by the Ukrainian military air force to come back into the combat theater, then it's going to be a problem with those countries who harbor the Ukrainian military air force. He also makes a claim that during the course of the special military operation, facts were uncovered of the Kiev regime that they are mopping up traces, or cleaning traces, of a military biological program under development in Ukraine. And that program was financed by the U.S. defense military. So the U.S. defense, the U.S. defense, it's not military, ministry. It was financed by the U.S. Defense Ministry. So the Ukrainians were developing, according to this guy, they were developing chemical weapons. It says here that the Pentagon started having serious concerns about secret biological experiments uncovered on the Ukrainian territory. So I'm reading again. The Pentagon started having serious concerns about secret biological experiments uncovered on the Ukrainian territory. So the Ukrainians were working on some biological weapons with being financed by the U.S. military ministry. And it says the uncovered documents confirm that the components for chemical weapons were developed in Ukraine biolabs in immediate proximity to Russia. Well, remember, this is according to the Russian defense minister. So this is he claims that Kiev's military air force is done. Whatever is left from it, airplanes flew on the neighboring countries, and they were accepted by those countries. And he mentioned only one country, which is Romania. And he says if those countries harbor the military of Ukraine, warplanes over there, it's kind of like okay. But if they, the Ukrainians, will use those airfields in Romania to fly into the war zone and then return, then Romania is in big trouble. And then he says that they found traces and documents of a biological program in Ukraine, financed by the U.S. military ministry, and that seems like there were um, the the Americans were all scrambling that this is going to be found out and what are we going to do? Well, obviously, this is just I got this news and I thought that I should just share it with you. And if they lie, then everybody else lies. But I have no reason to doubt that yet because I don't have any other information that would contradict this. If that would come up later, then obviously we would retract that. But as of now, this is what this military official stated. So stay strong, smart, look for the truth, and I will and be just, and I will upload the link of this video in the description below, in the description box below. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.